Well, hello, this is the final boss, and this is Dark Lord. Um, Let me make sure its volume is robust enough. It's pretty quiet. I love that they have these user stories. I'll play through the campaign first, but I am very curious. I love when the community can be involved in storytelling, and I'm really excited to see what this does. Wake up, understand what is happening is my first objective. Carefully read what the characters are telling you. Okay, so this is kind of like Reigns, I see. Or the right one. Dark Lord, you've finally awakened. What happened? Your ritual spiraled out of control. Now you have to start everything anew. Dark Wizard. Thought he was the treasurer. What ritual? The grand ritual meant to conquer the entire world. Why didn't it work? You never shared the details of the ritual, but I believe you lacked magical energy. What was the cause? That's impossible. Forgive me, Master. I allowed myself a bold assumption. Remain silent. I'm a Dark Lord. Most of your minions perished, but with the proper handling of the remaining resources, we can quickly restore your greatness. Okay, what resources do we have? Your answers can change these resources. They should not become empty or overflow. Yep, okay, so very similar to Reigns. Wealth, fear, magic, and might, your four main resources. They should always be kept roughly balanced. Proceed. If any of the resources overflow, you will lose. Change the balance. They had some resources. Okay. Patiently listen. Okay, I understand. Our scouts found a good bit of gold beneath the castle ruins. You can decide what to do with it. What are our options? Well, the general is concerned with strengthening the army. I mean, pay the people who are dying for us, right? Okay. No doubt she would make the right decision. A strong army is key to conquering any world. You're welcome. I wish it would indicate which bars are moving. That would be really nice, like they do in Reigns. Surviving wizards like the soldiers need encouragement. Will you allocate the gold you found to them? Okay, so that's my soldiers. Sure. Let's bankrupt myself early. Whew. I'll keep an eye on that. The only artifact that survived is the Mirror of Ill Speak. Let's take it. Where will we get a new castle? Ancient ruins, a decent play. Lead the way. All right. All right. You've become accustomed to the role of Dark Lord. Now it's time to go to the Wastelands and rebuild your manor. To manor. Interesting. So there seems to be a few more elements than just the simple side. Oh, man. I should have done it on widescreen mode, but maybe I'll go like this. Boop. And that'll be just as good. There's the Dark Wizard, one of the windows of the Mage Tower. You're observing two mages making strange hands gestures. Watch them carefully. I'm pressing the number 1. It's not working. I guess they want me to click it. Got it. Never leaves his face. Dark Lord, you arrived just in time. I want to demonstrate our readiness to fight. Allow me to assure you. My special technique that combines all the forms of magic at once is forbidden in most kingdoms. Of course, the land belongs to you, my lord, but the king's order has approved them. The lords located closest to us and the best starting point for our campaign. My apprentice will easily surpass any order. King of Warriors is one of the most lonesome characters. He decided to leave everything as it was. He didn't even change his coat of arms, and unlike everyone else, he wanted to preserve the empire. Scallywag. We are now impregnable. The remains of the armies are left. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Should I still... Oh, misspelling. What is that? There's something hiding in the wasteland ground. Be sure we should explore this. Silently nod. I'm a mysterious Dark Lord. Okay, so we have some Mage's Towers. Okay, so there's more than just Reigns. Interesting. I'm pretty low on cash right now. At least I thought I was. Help cards in the deck. 4. The examiners were unfair. Story. Talented wizard. So we'll do a dialogue. We'll see what this is all about. Interesting. There's a little bit more complexity to that basic Reigns structure. I would probably encourage the developers to make this mobile enabled because those games were extremely successful on mobile. See great pride in his eyes. Brings me memories of school and the true mastery. My training never took place. Arrogant. Oof, stinkers. Thank you, my lord. I stand in front of them and they rejected me. Take the scrolls, create a small light source. It's basically... Yeah. They were not satisfied. It was then that they imposed a ban on my mixing of the magical arts. I can solve a problem. Prefer to reach new heights. Your approach is the right one. Thank you for your trust, my lord. Time will come when we beat these stinkers. Alright, we'll get them. I don't want to pay 30 gold. But I get 2 crown. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm going between these buildings as well. Okay, so this is also another navigation. I like that. That's good. It's good to have multiple menu navigations. I think that's really handy. I wish I could click on some of the stuff on the map and like have little interactions. Like, I think the way to think about it is Hearthstone, right? Where, you know, you click on something on the Hearthstone map and it goes or makes some silly sound. I think that would be a wise thing to think about in future builds. Obviously, I know this is an early one. Oh, this gold is ours now. Necromancer, too diligent. Postpone many things, but please. I've learned some tricks of the golden bake and these words. But the desert means to see a network of caves where the treasures keep riches from all over the world. They're just saying everything stored in the golden bake stays in the golden bake. You feel unable to appreciate this joke. Not even the treasures themselves can steal the bank's treasures. Even if an army could approach the bank, the protective magic would activate and engulf the intruders. I think about a dragon. You nod and briefly leave the treasury. Alright, I'll think about a dragon. Oh, this isn't for me? Okay. So we'll try this guy next. Oh, this isn't for me. So this seems to be like the next thing I need to do. But it's more expensive for that guy. But I get more stuff. I will do this one. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't really know what to do now. Click on this button here. Kingdom of Order. Choose an advisor. Treasurer. Alright, so I guess... Okay, I just get the one. Alright, venture. I'm a little confused. This advisor will be useless in Congress. Increase the level of influence to unlock their unique talent. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'm back at neutral. I thought I like made some decisions that shifted the bars, but I guess that was truly tutorial. Our wizard sense a faint magical source somewhere beneath the ground of this valley. Let's go. Continue. This could pose a threat to our manor, or conversely open up new possibilities. While the wizards examine a map, your advisor would like to ask you a couple of questions. Ask. I've come up with a new march. What do you think? good. Why would I? Our treasuries are overflowing. We need more space. Allocate space. There's a violent shimmer inside. The wizards are afraid to proceed. Go forward alone. I'm a boss, dude. Continue. I hope I don't get wrecked. Your eyes adjust to the violet light and you see a silhouette of a person. It's the bright wizard, the eternal energy, practicing light magic. Prepare for battle. Prepare weapons. They're the lost souls seeking recognition. Why are you here? I won't fight you today, but I want to warn you. What about what? All your minions are deceivers. They want to stay forever in the world of illusions. How is that possible? They've hidden the truth in a chest. Find it and we will meet again. Where should I look for it? Okay. Need to find out. I didn't hear what he said before leaving. Remain silent. Those disappear, but the magical source remains. Shall we continue the search? Continue. Pretending to be somewhere else. Man, so many beeps and boops on my phone. Goodness gracious. I'm doing a video for the internet. Very important. Phone, you should know this. A fool is looking at me and pretending to be something else. Man, I'm not gonna knock him. Network of spy thieves will help us raid neighboring kingdoms and enrich the treasury. Shall I proceed? Send the spies to the army. How am I doing on gold? Army's okay, sure. My lord, we finished searching the dungeons. There's one closed cell to the left. Next to it, there's this lever. What's in the cell? A wizard. Probably necromancers use this place. Pull the lever. I mean, I kind of want to order the soldiers to do it. Well. The vile bright wizard got us here too. Those were good soldiers, but at least the lever opened the bars. Very sorry for the soldiers. I sense a familiar power in you. Why have you come to my abode? That will be my mana. Even better, I never saw power, but allow me to stay with you and reveal secrets of life and death. This will be useful. I bow before the darkness, my lord. I will serve you until death. Silently nod. My lord, be cautious with this new advisor. The remnants of his attire don't resemble the form of necromancers who lived here before. We will learn the truth. New advisor. Okay, cool. To manor. Thank you for releasing me, Dark Lord. Many lords have risen from eyes. You seem more cunning. How old are you? Was personally developed by me, and I can say for sure it's a new record. Do you want me to know anything else? I like that there's some humor. What are you? That's enough. My soldiers are on your side as always. No one is immune from betrayal. Long before I joined your service, the one who calls himself the King of Time betrayed my family. Shattered and fragmented, many are still alive. The traitor does not tolerate those from everyone. Okay, on the day of the hunt, my kin began. I was in the service of the great empire and couldn't protect them, but I remember each of them, those involved. I recite their names like a prayer before sleep. The time will come and I will seek vengeance. I recite their names like a prayer before sleeping. I'm kind of confused what this one that just like loses me money is, and I don't know if I like it. I'm guessing this is my influence. Okay, so he's got a skill now. We'll show their talent later. Continue increasing their influence. Okay. Hmm. Uh, so that gives him some bonuses. I don't know if I should be spreading out my skills across these creatures. Upon entering the crypt, you don't immediately notice the necromancer. He stands still like one of the statues. Dark Lord, please forgive me. I was giving last orders to our skeletons. Our skeletons, Dark Lord, please. You were just standing. Tell me, what happened in this manor? Torments of loneliness made me immune to suffering. All I want to do is talk to anyone. I owe you death, and I'm ready to serve you for eternity. Why did the White Wizard attack you? We did absolutely nothing wrong. Most of the manager's inhabitants were engaged in harmless research. It's undoubtedly usual for any necromancer of all time. The White Wizard was insane. We will avenge. Do not disturb and leave the crypt. Okay. So, all right. I'm kind of out of cash, so I'm going to jump on into the next thing, I guess. So, treasure, yes. I can drag my necromancer. 3% chance to escape from death by resources. All right. I like that these do modifiers and give me some little bonuses. And it's interesting that they all start me at neutral. So each of them is its own little puzzle. Somewhat interesting. I don't know what I think about that yet, actually, because it kind of keeps the tension of the story very narrow, right? It's like each of these, it's kind of a save point. I can start from scratch. I can try again. And I guess I see that roguelike aspect where I'm building my base, going out on these excursions, and, better or worse, something is going to happen. What's the problem? We regularly catch conspirators trying to bribe us. Your advisors, even simple service. I trust you. Where they get so much gold? The henchmen of the Order's king offer ever-growing sums. As far as we know, there are no gold mines in the Order's kingdom, but the spies that we captured sent presents to the king of the treasury holds riches. All right. Too much gold can disrupt our economy and lure away servants. Common folk has always been driven by fear. We can't allow... Okay. If this rich one offers even more gold, loyalty to our advisors may be in doubt. The treasurer and general look at each other tensely. We shall interrogate the captured spies or infiltrate the king's circle. Interrogate. Give me those people. I don't know what these things mean. Oh, does it become something else? Oh, that's fear, magic, might, money, fear. Okay. And by evening, they'll tell you everything. All right. Have fun. Predicting an economic threat. I'm surprised that you know the word exquisitely. What interrogation method would our White Lord choose? I mean, I kind of already gave him to the Necromancer, yeah. Allow us to teach him a lesson. No need. Library found a book with the spell to calm all zombies at once. It must be destroyed. I kind of want that. It's valuable information. The Order Kings somehow... That the Order's Kings... That's kind of a funny... Because I know it's the Order Kingdom, but the Order's Kings is kind of a bit mouthful. Turns ordinary straw into gold. What does the Dark Wizard think about this? You need to read more about our library too. Son, if I find something, good plan. Your apprentice has exploded another residential tower. That's my money. I can try my powers on magical creatures. It's dangerous, but we need a zombie wyvern. Alright, sure. I mean, zombie wyvern sounds sweet. Whip it. The merchant who controls straw and gold really exists. I think the Order's king is using his services. Where to find him? Our reconnaissance determined the location was being attained. We need to go there urgency. Equip a squad. Oof. It's suspiciously quiet here. Either the or the king learned about our plans. It's an ambush. Of course it's an ambush. Seems to contain a curse. For whom was it intended for? You dedicate an hour a day to cleansing your treasure. You can bring everything to order in just 1,000 years. Ahead lies all eternity. Stabilize magic. Stabilize wealth. We'll do this. My lord, we have thoroughly searched the entire tower. Not long ago, a woman lived here who could weave gold directly from straw. Okay, continue. It's interesting that they have these reset cards of like stabilize magic, stabilize wealth. It's kind of a smart. Again, it's nice to see someone take that basic duality choice formula that and meter management, stat management, but expanding on it a little bit, adding some new mechanics. I think that's really awesome. I find that often when developers take inspiration from other games, they generally have a harder time building beyond what the other games have already built. And I feel like this one has a lot of things that are similar. There's probably some editing that could happen in the writing. There's a few clunky words, but overall, I think it's doing a thoughtful job here. The things that I wish, you know, personally that it had was like, I wish there was something, some kind of quick timey events, you know, something with a little bit more dynamism. But I know that that's not this genre of game, and so maybe I am asking for something a little bit silly, all things considered. Our room is adorned with various summoning symbols of the merchant. We found a couple of golden ears of wheat. I believe that with their help we can arrange a meeting. All right. You'll be able to meet the mystical Keto Manor. We did it! We survived another excursion. We had no success because I'm not similarly women to come at your first call. Unlike any beast you ever seen. I will regularly deliver various trinkets to your manor. You'll be able to purchase them for a pittance, but that's not enough. You don't stand before the great log yard, so what's about turning? Verify your trust. We can discuss other services, but I require a different payment. What do you want in return? For every true name, I'll be proud to make a generous contribution, for only for the great Dark Lord. The trader begins to fear in his eyes. So one thing too is I would encourage the developers. You know, I can see using I think it's Text Mesh Pro or whatever it is to make things wiggle and to have text effects in Unity, which is awesome. I would remember to think about color as well. Color is a very powerful tool, and having keywords, defined keywords. You know, saying or just saying, you know, something in the text that's colored that maybe hints at what meters it's going to impact. Stuff like that might be really interesting. And obviously, you know, like the story is written in a way where it's pretty clear, at least at this phase. But when it gets into the more randomly generated roguelike aspects, you know, maybe there is opportunity to have keywords, have some tooltip definitions on certain things. Like, you know, if I clicked on the Dark Wizard, or if I clicked on this figure, would it give me, you know, his, you know, the history that I know about him so far? Because you did reveal, I think it was the Dark Wizard. You revealed that the Dark Wizard went to the academy, got punished for kind of sucking at basic magic, but kind of being really good at mixing magic. So, like, those are interesting things that I would, like, you know, you could have like a little rollout bar that's like, oh, if I scroll down, it'll show me more of the facts I've learned about him. and I can always keep up, especially if you want me to start questioning the trustworthiness or the reliability of these narrators. And I think given that, treating it like a mystery game, serving some of that information up to the player would be really wise to say, oh, hey, this is what I know about their history. This is what I know about their motives. The Order King, for like the soldier guy, the king betrayed him. He has trust issues. What are those like little bullet points about what I've learned so that when I'm in a dialogue tree, I can kind of back reference by clicking on the character I want more information about. Trifles. I'll think about it. Find a more important task. Okay. Sweet. Building my base. Store. Slightly increases fear. Magic potion saves you from certain death if might resource runs out. For 80. That's pretty good. Talk about a discount. It's dark and empty here, just like your heart. Oh, how nice. I don't know if I want insurance quite yet. I mean, maybe. I kind of want to level up my goblin because it's hard to believe the best alchemist in the world is to join you. Oh. The consequence of the ritual, please forgive my trust. The fact you're being specialization. Being called your specialization instead of a name is an indicator of great power. Not just treasure, but the treasure is clear to everyone that you're the best. Of course you do, but names of the best are at huge value. The one that entrusted his name is an indicator of great trust and loyalty. I'm ready to tell you my name. My name is Burlock Morson. Be honored to know it. John Doe. Alright, whatever. I guess I'm trusting my treasure, but he's a guy that's managing all my money, so I kind of need to. Influence level 3. Okay, more treasure help cards. That's fine. There's a narrative. Oh, I like that there's little dialogue indicators. I didn't see those at first, but that's really nice. Should I tell you about my past? Setting about nothing. What are you reading? I taught in school. Oh, I expected more from reach all this knowledge myself, being still a 7-year-old child. I feel bad for this dark wizard. I get it, man. He had a learning disability. Why are we knocking on the dark wizard, Illusions came to the orphanage. The next day I ran away and asked to be his trainee. A couple of months we traveled together and made simple tricks. He realized I had a real magical gift. He agreed. He taught you well. Alright, so I'm getting more facts. Oh, this is for me. Alright. I kinda want to see this guy's talent. Really. Alright, let's go back to the thing. It doesn't fit like perfectly great on widescreen, but it still works pretty well. Missions. I don't have any other advisors I can add, so plus 25. I like that. I like that. Leveling up my treasures some more. Yeah, I like the balance of city building and, these little missions. Curious to see how it continues to evolve. This will probably be the last mission I do, and then we'll jump into another game, and we'll see what we think. But it says the scale of our new manor is truly enormous. What was on these ruins? Okay. Sounds poetic and cliche. Oh, well. I mean, I would send wizards. The Philosopher's Stone. How does it work? Convenient. I mean... Oh! When you and your wizards move, this resource decreases. There's still some resources to continue. Why not? I'll die. Elemental spell. Luck is on your side, though. I'll be careful with them. I mean, could I have gone through that without, like, force killing a resource? Yeah, I wish there was some information about that, but like, we're gonna force, crit damage you to show you this. Because now I feel like I lost an item, and now I'm like, oh, darn, I wish I had one in the bag. Found another important artifact to Oracle. What is this? Change based on your choice. About time. You just need to activate, look for resources, making a decision. For example, what should we do? Money. So both of those are going to go up. The Oracle will stop working in a few turns. Activate it when I understand. Lord, we've examined every stone in this place. There's nothing else useful here. You sure? You're returning. To the manor. Useful artifacts. Buy them from a merchant. Hopefully they won't overcharge. Seems that the... Oh, God. It's no longer in demand. We'll need any help we can get during our campaign, so it's best to think about it in advance. Charms work continuously until they fulfill their purpose. I realize that present treasures... Yes. I know! Betrayal of the Kings. Alright. I kind of, like... I'm bummed because I'm 30 minutes in and I feel like I've still only played the tutorial. I mean, I'm not so worried about that. Just want to upgrade my guy, dude. This guy's bringing in the bacon. He's bringing in the bacon. Trail of the Kings. Okay, you're left with the Sentinel. They ordered my generals to see if army fell into a trap. They managed to see power. They divide the empire to pieces. So, okay. All right. I do have some thoughts. Pieces and weaknesses, I have no doubt, with your help, General. Legacy of Necromancers. So he's mad? Wait. So he's happy? Why is he mad? What did I do to him? I just gave this guy a bunch of money. Why is he mad? Is that what this means? He's mad? That's... Okay, maybe that's just some icons they have. I don't know. Advisor's talent. Yeah, 35 for each episode. I like that. Let's start searching immediately. All right. I mean, I believe them. Maybe they're bamboozling me, maybe not, but All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. But this is a cool project. I like Total Conflicts Among Advisors 1. Total Conflict cards in deck 4. Influence for different conflict 8. Man, I'm not really certain of what is. So again, what are my thoughts? And I will summarize. Hey, Christ Rider, welcome, welcome. We just played a narrative game which had a lot of interesting things. And I'm about to summarize my thoughts on this, and there are quite a few. So the concept is really great. I love the city building mixed with the aspects of Reigns and kind of the choice-based narrative game. I think that's really smart. Things that I saw that were a little problematic narrative-wise, outside of just like a few typos and stuff, were there seemed to be a lot of continued choices. And so what that feels like there were probably ways to economize the writing and narrow the space between a choice and narrow the number of dialogues. Because in games like this, you do have to be really economical. I think you're doing pretty well, so I wouldn't sweat it too much. But I would encourage going through, doing an edit, trying to, how else can I communicate some of these other things? Like, and one of the tools that I see a lot of games use very successfully is ephemera. Like, what if I clicked on something in this map and I found a note from one of my advisors that was like, if we trick the Dark Lord, we'll be able to yada, yada, yada. I think there's so much potential here. So I am going to be kind of exacting in my review because I think there's a lot of potential here. I think you should use tooltips and colors in the dialogue, both to help me recap and remember things that I've learned about certain characters. Like if I click on a character, their dossier of what he was kicked out of the magic school, like, and then maybe I can even type my own stuff. That's fine. But then I can say, like, do I believe this? Or you can say, was kicked out of the magic school unfairly. Do I believe this? Thumbs up or thumbs down? And I say, no, I don't believe it. And then, he just was bad at magic. And then that can really help me. Because again, it seems like you're trying to build up this sense of who among the advisors can I trust? Which one of them are going to throw me a curveball or not? The only other thing I would flag is there's a lot of exposition in this game. We go through a lot of exposition. The critical choice count was pretty low in the first 40 minutes. That's a long time. So all the way up to this point, I don't feel like I made any huge critical choices that weren't kind of predetermined. Like send the army to unlock the trapdoor or send the wizard. So I would really try to say what in the instructions can we cut? Like, because Reigns is such a popular game, do we need to explain all the elements of like your things are going to overflow or not? Maybe you don't explain it at all and then only flag it when one of them is about to overflow and say, well, if you fill this up too high, you die. Or if you drop this too low. So I think pulling some of the some of the tutorialization out of the narrative and out of the dialogue and putting it into tooltips, putting it into other forms, putting it in little question marks. Like, if I'm in one of these missions, okay, I can't choose an advisor, but I'll make a demo. But like, if maybe there's a little tooltip here that just says, do not let these overflow or perish or underflow. And that's enough. And you don't have to have a whole section keep within balance or have a balance scale icon in here or something along those lines, right? And also using color, right? Like this gray graveyard is fine, but I like that they highlight when I get closer. I like that it starts to flag it, but those types of indicators, using visual design and UI to take weight off the writing, to do all the communication, so the writing can focus on storytelling more than mechanics communication. Even with like the Oracle, I don't know if you needed to have a whole section for the Oracle to explain to me, show me how it works. Like, just have it in the store, and if I buy it, I'll figure it out. Likewise with the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know if I needed a whole quest for that. I kind of want to get into the roguelike part of this game, but I'm 40 minutes in and I have not achieved that yet. And while the tutorials have been well disguised as maybe a quest or two, they have not in fact been, like really carrying it quite yet. So yeah, I think this is a really interesting project, though. I give big props to the developers. I think they're thinking about this in a very smart way. They're bringing aspects of genres that they like together and hopefully evolving them into something more complex and more interesting, which is all you can really ask. So great job. Excited to see what you guys and gals come up with next. Have a good one.